So the clocks go back, apparently.
When?
Saturday. Do they go back in Europe or here, Pete? Oh, they go forward here?
Yeah.
Oh.
On the ball as usual.
Yeah.
There we are.
Yeah.
Now what? Oh, then
Couple
they
of
go
weeks.
forward.
Couple of weeks in Europe. Then
Oh, I'd have fun.
You're on it, Dan.
Everything. Hello and welcome to Extra Time.
It's fall back,
Gav is
spring
here.
forward.
Frank, I was thinking today, with your Marseille ways, who do you support when PSG are playing in the Champions League?
Oh, no, I support a French team, so I support Paris Saint-Germain. I've never been a fan, always been a lover of football, and I was a professional football player.
How romantic.
So,
yeah.
no, but I follow Paris. I was 21 years old when I almost signed for Paris Saint-Germain. So it's not because I was born in Marseille. I would have been capable of playing for Paris Saint-Germain. No problem whatsoever. I like the club, so.
It's like watching the game today. Does it make a difference if PSG or Bayern go through? Does it make a difference if Spurs or Milan go through?
No.
No.
Are you a lover of football like Frank?
Oh, very much so.
Great.
I certainly don't support any teams, for sure.
And how have you been, Gab? I feel it's been a while since we've had a chance to chat.
I've been good. I went to Egypt over ski break. Obviously, didn't ski in Egypt, but had a lovely time. Yes.
Did you go scuba diving in the Red Sea?
Oh.
Very shark-infested
No,
waters.
actually, Craig, this was all about Luxor, and all about leisure, but also culture. So we went to Luxor, saw the temples, the Valley of the Kings. There's no crocodiles
Ramesses
in the
the
Nile, by
Pharaoh.
the way.
I used to go all the time to Egypt.
There we go. Good.
And my wife wanted to go up and see the pyramids. And all that nonsense.
No. And did you go? No. No, I didn't think you would. No, exactly.
Too busy.
Come on.
Cairo. Holy smokes, about 21 billion people.
Yeah, you have to go.
Oh.
Amazing.
Oh, you didn't go to the Gizi pyramids, Craig? You didn't see? I have a tattoo of Ramis. Yeah.
I was scuba diving, Frank. That's where I learned to scuba.
Quite a sight,
Oh
you
my
scuba
God.
diving.
I did my PADI course and I learned to scuba dive over there. I used to go out in the boats, diving boats, and dive shipwrecks.
Oh,
Wow.
hello.
And it was brilliant.
So you in a
I've got
wetsuit, huh?
Yep.
I'm
Tried it?
crazy.
Oh, yeah, done it.
No, I don't like swimming very much.
I tell you what, the first time you go down, first time you ever do it, have you ever done it?
No, I have
First
not.
time you go down with the breathing apparatus,
Yes.
straight back up, you have a panic up.
Yeah,
Takes a while.
Yeah, it'd be scaring me. I don't like swimming that much.
You don't swim, you don't swim.
No, but you have to be comfortable in the water.
You have a buoyancy jacket and you learn how to be buoyant.
Right.
Neutrally buoyant,
Okay.
you dope.
No, I get that, but you still have to interact with the water, which
Anyway.
I enjoy.
Long after I stopped doing it,
Yes.
Unfortunately, there was quite a few incidents in that area with
Yes.
sharks.
Oh,
And they missed you?
None around when I was swimming around.
they're chasing Jan. Okay, right, go on, this is a soccer show. Come on, talk about soccer.
Oh, sorry.
For all, PSG are better without Neymar. Didn't last long, did it, Frank?
Well, it could have been worse, but yeah, it's true that he proved us wrong. That they can't cope even without Neymar. But I think it's really a mentality, and we are everybody talking about for example, Mbappe leaving, but not making any self-critical comments about his behavior today. It seems to be only about the fact they lost. But Ali mentioned during the show that the guy for the last 30 minutes didn't run. Maybe one day he will find a coach who's going to say, "Are you kidding us? When are you going to start running? When we lose
I
the
thought
ball?
Gautier
When
was
are you gonna
supposed to be
change the
your
ball?"
mate was supposed to be the strict one, bringing it.
Yeah.
No messing.
We'll see. I don't know if it's going to happen one day. We'll see that. But
It's a bit late now.
maybe next season.
Is Zidane going to take the job now, Frank?
Well, I know that, but I won't tell you because I talked to Zizou like 3 days ago. But I know what's going to happen. Well, it was mostly about Chelsea, in fact.
Wow.
Don't give us that.
Wow. How
Hey.
punchable is Frank's face right now?
Looking right now.
Oh, I spoke to
He
Zidane.
rang Zidane and Zidane never picked the phone up. He went, bloody LeBouf.
Well, that's not true. You know what, guy? We texted each other first. We didn't talk to each other. We texted each other, and I'm gonna keep the answer to you, Craig. Well, maybe a year from now, I'm gonna show to the world that I'm not lying.
So he's going to go to Chelsea. Because why else would that be the thing that would prove it, Frank?
Excuse me?
He's going to Chelsea then.
Oh, maybe not.
Tell you what,
again,
I can't wait.
I will
This
prove
12
you
months can't
that
go
I
quick
knew
enough.
the answer. I will prove you that I knew the answer because he just told me, but he didn't say. I didn't say if he was going or not. We'll see.
But he's not going to PSG because Frank in the show told us that Gaultier is not going anywhere.
Oh, yes.
So Frank has already given us the answer about PSG, and he's only spoken about Chelsea. So
Wow.
I'm just saying.
At what point?
That's just a thought. That's just a thought. That's not
no,
defending Gaultier.
Frank's big mouth got him into trouble.
Bye-bye again. Bye-bye.
Craig, at what point is PSG's project with Neymar, Mbappe, Messi, and all their other spending going to be considered a failure?
No.
Yeah.
Today, yesterday, the day before, end of last year.
Yep. That's it. Done. We talked about this, of course, a lot on the show. For all, which three players, Gav, I'll go with you for this, should PSG sign in order to win the Champions League next season?
Kidding me.
Wow.
They have to sign 3 players.
Yes.
3 players
which are
who
three?
would instantly help them go and win the Champions League.
Yes.
Well, I don't know. Virgil van Dijk, Pedri, and Erling Haaland. Hey, chuck another striker in there.
There we go.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I think that would increase their chances of winning the Champions League.
There you go.
Jude Bellingham would help.
Oh,
In the midfield?
You wouldn't go there, would you, if you're Bellingham?
Well, the question is who.
No, it's true.
I'm not asking. I'm not saying that Jude Bellingham would go.
Bellingham
It's
too.
as to who they would go.
Yes. Right.
Would make sense.
It's a whole new team.
You can build around him.
Bish, bash, bosh. Sergio Ramos was moving quick, wasn't he?
Yeah. No. You see the one in the first half when Kingsley Coman started going and Sergio Ramos was looking for help and there was no help and he's like, oh my God, I can't make it, I can't get there. He's another guy that is done.
Somewhere in Burlington, Stevie was shouting at the TV, I told you! Talking to himself, I told you, Ramos.
For Gab,
Talking to the dog, I've told him 100 times.
for Gab, do you think Milan can 1-0 their way to the final?
No.
You know what? Like I said, I don't believe that this is the way they should be playing, although it's working. I don't think it's natural for them. But look, needs must. Maybe it's the way they need to be playing right now. I don't think they're going to get to the final if they keep playing with this sort of defend and counter and back three way of playing, because, you know, when you face much better teams who play better, I just think it's really difficult to go and get to finals that way. But you know what? I think Pioli's going to change it around if they're in that situation, if he thinks that's what he needs to do. Are they, you know, top to bottom good enough to get to the final? I think it's unlikely, but, you know, it's football. Anything can happen. There certainly are 4 or 5 teams that I would put clearly one notch above them. And by the way, if I can go back to this just for all my Napoli peeps out there, when you started, you know, sort of spitballing, oh, what teams could be better than Bayern right now? You know, is it City? Is it Real Madrid? No mention, no suggestion of Napoli, perhaps?
Didn't they lose against
Right,
Lazio? It's over. Their season's done, isn't it, Gam? They've taken the half the ball. They lost on
that's
Friday.
right.
It's
It's
done.
over now.
It's over. Yeah, it's finished.
To be honest, Gab, I did actually forget about them.
You're amazed.
I'm not, but we have sat here and said for weeks now that nobody wants to play them because they're so dangerous.
Oh, yeah.
But they just slipped
proving-
from my mouth. What I
proving
needed
empty
was Don Hutchinson to be on here to go, Napoli!
Osimhen.
Osimhen! The Georgian boy!
What
Kvaratskhelia.
about Chelsea? What about Chelsea? They're going to win the Champions League, Chelsea, this season.
All right, Frank.
All right.
Then okay, let's take the
Frank, there's some-
question.
We're having a serious
four
conversation.
teams-
There's some smoke coming up
For the
behind
4
you.
teams already in the quarterfinals, Frank, Who would you consider to be the easiest potential draw? Bayern, Benfica, Chelsea, or Milan? Give us the ranking.
Ooh. Oh.
Quicker.
Well, I would say Benfica. I would say Benfica, you know, because even if I think it's a very good team.
I really want to
you
hear
know,
this.
I would say Chelsea or Milan.
Well, you know what? You have to pick a
Chelsea.
team.
very
You have to
angry.
pick a team.
Benfica are a good side.
What? No, I'm not. They have a good side, but they're all a good side, you know. You don't reach the quarterfinal of the Champions League being crap, you know. I never seen
Chelsea.
that.
Chelsea,
You've moaned all season about Chelsea. You've moaned all season.
I know.
And how Chelsea were, you know, when they won the 2 previous Champions League. They were in the middle of nowhere. They changed the coach and they won the Champions League.
Yeah.
It's destiny,
so it's
Frank.
possible.
It's destiny. He's trying
Never
to
two
get
without
himself.
three.
He's like a broken record.
He's trying to bridge that broken gap
Oh, yes,
between,
after he said that
between
Potter-
his reputation and the supporters of Chelsea.
Yes,
now.
Cucurella.
He's trying to get favouritism back from the supporters.
Yes. What's the correct answer, Gab?
Come on, Cook. Well, what's
I
the
actually
correct
think the
answer,
correct
Gab?
answer.
Milan?
I mean, I think it probably is Milan or Chelsea. Probably Milan, in fact, just because of the way it's unfolding. The thing about Chelsea is they have nothing to play for in the league. They're not getting in the Champions League. They're not getting relegated. Potter could go and, you know, he can go and play the Noni Maduekes week in, week in. Play 11 Noni Maduekes and Lewis Halls if he likes in the league. It's not going to matter. Probably won't make any difference to him whether he comes back next season or not. So he can really focus on every single game in the Champions League and prepare for that. Pioli at Milan does not have that luxury. So that's why I would put Milan probably as the least dangerous, if you want to put it that way, of the 4 teams that have already qualified, with Benfica a notch above those 2 and Bayern clear above that.
Clearly, our discussion yesterday about getting fresh blood in terms of the questioning has fallen on deaf ears in the filtering department.
Wow.
There you are. But
I mean, a bit more effort, I would say,
you were
is
the only one
needed behind
calling
the
for fresh blood, weren't you? Have you,
a bit more effort behind the scenes, I think, would help.
Gab, have you ever switched allegiances in terms of club you support? I've had it with Spurs. With great reluctance, I'll support them still, but boy, they're a miserable club to support. Fair play.
Now, you don't switch allegiances. It's these lows that make the highs, like, you know, winning the League Cups that Spurs win ever so often. It makes them that much sweeter. Simple as that.
There you are, beautiful.
Imagine when you get to that point as a fan, when you're ready to turn the page on your own team. The team that you have supported, that you have fought against people and argued with people and said, no, this is the year that we're going to be good. Antonio Conte is going to be the guy, and Harry Kane, and here we go, guys. And then.
But Gab's a bit like that because he supported the Cowboys, didn't he? And then he switched allegiance to the Eagles when he went to school.
Stop it. I didn't.
What?
I didn't. Stop it.
What? Who did you support when you were growing up?
Nonsense is that.
Actually, I didn't support anybody, but I had an Ipswich Town
Because of George.
and Mars and
Right.
and all these great players and
Yeah.
to Bobby Robson.
Okay.
Great times. That's kind of. I didn't support them.
Right.
I've never supported anybody.
But that's weird though, because every kid supports it.
Football team, I mean. Never supported a
But doesn't every kid support a team?
Well,
I'm a bit different.
No.
really?
A little different, you know.
Yes. Yeah.
I just played. People used to say to me, you go and watch games? No, I was playing on a Saturday morning, sometimes a Saturday
But
afternoon.
like
and then
like
Sunday.
7-year-old, 8-year-old Burley.
Playing, kicking a ball about.
Yeah, but there must have been this playground politics. So which team do you support?
You can say anything then, couldn't you?
Well, I don't know.
Oh, and I loved Ipswich for the 2 Dutchmen. You won't even know who they are.
No, I wouldn't.
No, you're an ignoramus.
There you go.
You know,
Franz Tyson and Aldo Muren. Oh, marvellous.
Beautiful, good.
you know, well, we know this, but yet another example as to how Craig is different.
Yes.
Not different.
When he was talking about the pyramids, right? History of the world.
Yeah.
That nonsense.
Yeah.
What?
No, that's a given.
That nonsense.
That's a given.
Well, I had to go and see some officials.
Yeah.
Scuba dive.
Who did Baby Frank support?
Oh, me? I'm with Craig. I'm a lover of football. I'm not a fan.
Oh,
so
come on, Frank.
I followed a little bit Saint-Etienne at the time because they reached the former Champions League final in '76 against Bayern Munich. But after there was Bastia, there was even Marseille in '93. So I followed, the best team in France, but I've never been crazy. I was more, let's say, the Dutch national team in between '74 and '78 because of Johan Cruyff, because of Johan Niskens and some others. I love that team with my own national team, but that was it. That was it. I love some players, but I never crazy supported any team around. I never been like that.
Gab, why did you choose Inter over Milan?
Wow.
What, as a kid, you mean?
Yeah.
Very simple. Inter are the team from Milan, dating back to 1908, and my granddad was an Inter fan. So simple as. There wasn't really much thought in it when I was a kid.
There we go. Final question. Who wears a turtleneck better, Pioli or Frank?
It's the same person, isn't it?
Doppelganger.
He's my
Frank, we haven't seen
brother.
you in
You
a-
don't know?
We haven't seen you in a turtleneck for a while. It was when you were here in Connecticut, you wore it a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, was just to annoy you and Craig. And
Actually, I was
everybody.
thinking about wearing a turtleneck.
Really?
Yes.
Well, it would cover the...
What? The growth?
The beer.
The 5 o'clock shadow?
The beer.
What cover what? So you're suggesting
Just the beer.
You need to get one maybe a size up?
Just the beer.
Stevie getting into a turtleneck would be quite a spectacle in the first place.
If I ever saw him a turtleneck with a tweed jacket or something, I don't
Be
know.
magnificent.
Form-fitting.
That is it. We are done. Thank you very much, guys. ESPN FC back on your screens tomorrow. Manchester United, of course, taking on Real Betis. Arsenal against Sporting as well in the Europa League. We'll be reflecting on those games and a lot more. Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.